Okay, so part two was basically the funeral. I left. I had to leave Monday at. My flight was at 7 something, and I had to be there 2 hours before. No, it was maybe it was like, yeah, I had to be there, and I woke up with an hour and a half till my flight, and I'm 40 minutes away. So I didn't shower, I'm throwing stuff in my bag, and I'm booking it down the freeway. Probably a little too fast. But I run through the gate and I get there and security is super busy. I ended up getting through that really, really fast, which was nice. Um, then once I was through with security, I ended up being right by the gate and they didn't board for like a half hour. And then the stewardesses were like really fun and playful, but they also took forever and it didn't make waiting there for an extra like 30 minutes on the plane any easier. So, whatever. Anyway, so I got there and it was nice to see my mom and dad. It was weird. It didn't seem like I'd been away from people that long, but it was nice to actually have people in person to talk to that weren't my coworkers, which I love, but are a little different in terms of relationship and how I talk to them. Um, so I we ended up like I got there and we went home and we went through. My mom showed me all my grandpa's old stuff, which was really cool. He had some stuff from like 1800s, like books and like all sorts of random stuff that was just so cool and special. I posted pictures, but so we went through that. Then my brother showed up and we just sat and talked for a while and got dinner. We got at Crown Burger, so I got my fire sauce and it was delicious. And it was nice having someone who also didn't believe in the church there, to balance out my apostateness, with all the religion that would be there. Um, it's hard being the only one who doesn't believe, and it was like that for years, and just feeling like I'm an outcast, and some of it self-imposed, some of it, most of it was either self-imposed or just unintentional. They just don't know how to react around me, so, but it's hard to know that who you are makes people uncomfortable. um, anyway, um, my other brother came in later that night and we brought him home and it was really, really late, so we went to sleep and I was in my old bedroom and it felt like my old bedroom and just a lot cleaner than it ever was. And my mom was like, "Go get me some scissors," and I went into my room and went to where my scissors were, and I think that's my neighbors. Yeah, I went to where my scissors were before I moved, and so that happened multiple times. Like I went shopping with my mom, and it's like, oh well, I have something I can wear under this at home, which is in San Francisco. Well, not San Francisco, San Jose. That's where it is. Um, yeah. So after that, um, that day, the next day was the viewing, and that was I've got some nice clothes and we went to the viewing and it was my grandpa didn't look like my grandpa. He needed his glasses. It was really what it was. But my mom was having a hard time, but we tried to be there and visible for her. I think it was hard because she knew that we would all leave. But uh, other than that, the viewing was good. I also got my bishop told me to find my bishop in Utah told me to find my bishop here and to take a picture to prove that I actually saw him and met up with him. Um, I got a lecture, not a lecture, talking to, but not a talking to. You know, it was very kind. He was just like, "I hear you're having a crisis of faith," and I was like, "I'm not struggling or anything. I kind of know where I'm at, but he just told me that he thinks it's good and thinks that if I'm ever going to come back, I need to go away first in order to understand myself, and was very, very nice about it. He's very intimidating sometimes. Uh, he's a very different political opinion than me. A while ago, my other uncle posted a thing that talked about the left versus the right in terms of politics on our family page, and while the video kind of offended me, I was like, know what, this has a potential to cause fights, and I think you should maybe not post it here. And he had posted it on his Facebook feed, but he wanted to post it here specifically, and he took it down and never said anything to me about it. And then when I found him this last time, he's like, oh, you meaty? I was like, sorry, but it was also because of that had kind of a fight with my mom that was really, really difficult. So him joking around about it, and everyone's like, oh, I didn't mean anything by it. It's like, that was really, really had a lot of repercussions for me, because I thought I was passing the olive branch and trying to say, you know what, let's not talk about it so nobody gets offended, and it ended up being, you're the only one who would have gotten offended by it, so why did you even have to say anything? And got told that sternly. But it's understandable. I just wasn't thinking, I guess. And I learned. um, it's okay. Okay, so uncles, Bishop, that night, all the adults came over. So all my nieces, it was fun seeing my nieces and nephews again, even though I hadn't seen them for a long time. The that night it was just all my brothers and sister-in-laws except for two sister-in-laws, so it was almost my entire adult family. And we just sat and talked, and there was lots of awkward silence, but it wasn't bad awkward silence. It always felt like somebody needed to be talking, but people didn't have anything to say, so it was just like, yeah. I always find myself getting really, really awkward and uncomfortable, and I'll tell stories that I think are funny, but nobody else thinks are funny. And then I feel uncomfortable and try to make it into a serious story, which it totally wasn't. And anyway, so we went to bed that night and then got up in the funeral. We hung out with Adam and Emily. We played some games, which were really fun. We played Coup, which is a lying game, and I was bad at it. And then we did Sushi Go with the kids, which I sucked at, and Love Letter, which was really fun. So we played those games and hung out with everybody, and I got ready, and then we went to the funeral, and it was nice to see everyone there. My other brother's going through some hard stuff right now, so it was especially hard for him. I don't know who's going to see this, so I don't really want to talk too much about it. Probably no one. So, uh, um, yeah, it was very good. My mom spoke and she did a great job. She told lots of good stories, and I think she properly expressed how much my grandpa loved our family. Um, all four of my brothers were pallbearers, which I don't know if that made other people very happy, but it made me so proud. They looked so handsome and so strong and so awesome. They just looked like strong, powerful men who were doing the right thing. I don't even, of course it's the right thing. I don't know how to describe it. It's just seeing them was like, my heart was very full. And I think my grandpa would have been proud. Um, and saying goodbye I had said goodbye the night he had passed, and I had gone to his bedside. I didn't say this in the last video, but I had gone to his bedside, and everybody listened to me while I sobbed my goodbye. It was awkward. I didn't know what to say. Well, I knew what I wanted to say, but I don't want other people to hear me. So it's just like, I love you, Grandpa. Bye. I love you. Like, it was just thank you for everything. And I was weeping. So that's part of the reason at the funeral, I had felt like I had my closure. Like, I didn't even go up to him when the casket closed, is because it's like I had my goodbye. And he told me one moment of clarity. He goes, "You are a wonderful person. I am so proud to have met you." and I consider that that wasn't the last time he paid attention to me, but it was the last time that I will try to remember. It meant a lot that my grandpa would say that about me because I'm kind of a doofus, so he was a good man, and I'm very proud to be part of his legacy. That night we went up to my brother's house in Harriman and had s'mores and played games, and we played the Jackbox, and we played Codenames and Sushi Go, and saying goodbye to everyone was hard, but it wasn't as hard because I don't know, I'd already said goodbye to them, and I told them that I would get a mailbox so they could send letters to me, and then yeah, then the next day I left. I hung out with them just in the morning talking for a while, and yeah, I left, and it was hard. The security was really fast. The flight was awful. The flight itself was fine, but the same thing happened, that the stewardesses just goofed off the entire time, and it just made it seem like, I understand if there's nothing you can do and the flight, like, we can't leave until we do this. Don't stand around acting like you're waiting to, or like hide somewhere, because it just felt so uncomfortable having them like gossip and stuff in front of me. It was just because I was in the second row. I paid like $8 for more leg room because I'm glad, because I didn't have much leg room in the more leg room space. When I got home, I had to drive home from Oakland. I had to wait for the shuttle, and anyway, I got home and FaceTime because it was Easter. I totally forgotten about that. Mom gave me some candy, but I went and got Taco Bell as my Easter feast. It was delicious. Ugh. Anyway, that was then. I'll end there. And then I'll do yesterday and today in a new video. Jale. So don't do that. That was stupid. Yeah, don't do that. That was really obnoxious. I don't want to be that person. Okay, bye.